So he had called me, and right after he had called, I was pulling up to my house, and I was like, so why do you want to talk to me, right? And he's like, I'm gonna give you 3 reasons why I want to talk to you. And he's boom, boom, boom. And you guys, these words that the man spoke out of his mouth, it took my breath away. Okay, I was completely speechless. Cause I'm like, I didn't know you had been paying attention to me like that. So when he said that, you guys, I was like, whew. Like you felt it, And he was like, hello? And I was like, yeah, hello. And he was like, yeah, you there? I'm like, yeah, I'm there. I'm here. But deep down inside, you guys, I was so taken. So he had said those words to me, right? And so after that, it's like, oh, okay, thank you. And so then he was like, well, I would like to take you out. And mind you, I just said I was broke as a joke. So I was not going nowhere looking like I was looking. I wasn't bummy, ladies, but you not finna, no. First days, first time meeting, like, I cannot be looking like that. I cannot be looking like that. And so I was like, no, we gonna have to wait. I was trying to wait until I got me some money, girl, so I can get my hair done, get some nails done, and get myself together, okay? And so, make the long story short, like, we stopped talking after a couple of days. After a couple of days, we stopped talking because one day he was supposed to call, he did not call. So I called him, and this is what I said. So yeah, you guys, I had already told him from the beginning. I said, if you're here to play some games, then you're not messing with the right one. I said, because I'm not about no games, and you're not gonna play no games. He says, stop saying I'm gonna play games. I'm not playing games. I'm not playing games. I've told you what I'm about. I'm not here to play games. I'm not here to waste your time. I don't want to waste my time. And also at this time, you guys, I was taking just bad advice from 2 different people, like that were not telling me was, hey, he's trying to hide you. Because after a couple of days, you guys, I wanted him to post on his page and share that he was with me. Just crazy. Like I said, that frontal lobe had not developed, and I was very much so stressed with all those jobs that I had been working, okay, and all the traumatic experiences that had taken place before. So one of them was like, yeah, Tay, he just don't like you, and da 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 da. And I'm like, girl, now why would? But now, guys, I can look at that and I can say, okay, Tavia's like, that was just crazy of her to even say. But girl, family, and she was like, you talking to him? Because for the longest, she was trying to put us together, and it would never work when she was trying to put us together. And I don't know, guys. That's just how God didn't want it to be. He didn't want her to set up. He didn't want her hands in it. So we got together outside of her trying to connect us. So he was upset because he was like, I said that I wasn't trying to play games. And see, the thing about it is, guys, he had just gotten out of a relationship with a girl who was my ex-friend, cousin, really, my ex-cousin's roommate. He had got out of a relationship with her. So, I kind of felt like a rebound, because not only had he, got out of a relationship with that girl, but he also had went through a very public traumatic experience. Well, I'm not going to say it's a traumatic experience. He was, like I said, he's a very masculine man, and he likes to do things to take ownership. And so what he was trying to do, it didn't work. And so, that's what happened with that. And so then, after that, he said he was going to call me one day, and he didn't call. And another day, I just, he was like, I'm going to this fraternity party. And I'm like, you're not the husband I didn't pray for, okay? Like, I did pray for a husband. That I didn't pray for a man that was still in the world. And he was still, trying to keep up with these crazy boys. And I'm like, nah, you're not trying to be with me at the same time then. So, this had went on, and the day that he was supposed to call, like I said, he had put me up there, ladies. Like, he thought Oh, she don't do no wrong. Like, she don't, like, he put me all the way up there, okay? And even though I knew that he wasn't 100% the man that he needed to be, I saw potential in that. I saw potential in that, and I saw something in that. And so, when he didn't call honey, mind you, I had told him, do not play games with me. You know, because I'm like, don't play games now. I got too much going on for you to be stressing me out too. Right? And so I called him, and I forgot who I was. And I cussed him out, ladies. Yes, I did. I cussed him out. And he's like, who is this? I'm like, oh, this is Montavious. Yeah, this is. So, you know, he was like, who is this? Or whatever. And I was like, this is Montavious. And, you know, one thing I can say, you guys, he's such a gentleman, because if he was the wrong type of man, he would have cussed me back out, okay? Because my mouth got real foul. And, you know, he never once called me out of my name. He never once disrespected me. And I did this when he was at his job. So I answered I called him when he was at his job. And he just said, you know what? I'm going to call you back. I'm going to call you back. I have people coming in right now. I'm going to call you back. And so, you know, I didn't get that call back, girl, because I think he was like, hold on, like, what? How you going to do this after a couple of days? How you going to, like, baby, what you doing? And so, yeah, like I said, but we eventually had a conversation, and I got mad again, and I blocked him, okay? And so I reached out a couple of months later. Like, this would take place like every 3 months. So we had stopped talking in August, and, you know, 3 months later, reached out, blocked him again. 3 months later, I had reached out, and then I had blocked him again. And then, like, this is when the pandemic had came. So when the pandemic had came, you know, I had reached out to him, and I was telling him what I was doing. You know, like I'm getting ready to move. You know, like I told him I'm getting ready to leave. And you know, he was like, where are you going? I'm like, here. And then, but before that, you know, we were supposed to have like a meetup, right? But the pandemic had came. So yeah, it was just on and off, just blocking, unblocking, blocking, unblocking. And he was always there. And he was always real calm. He wasn't like, girl, don't text me, don't call me no more. Like, he never said that, right? And so, now when the pandemic had came, you guys, at this time, my grandfather had went from the nursing home to, you know, being back in his normal environment. And, you know, at this time, what happened? At this time, I had a lot going on again, right? And he had called me. I missed the call. I went to like the store, and we're going to say his name was Sean. I saw Sean at the cash register, and Sean was a girl. And at this time, my full-time job, the lady who I was working up under, her son name was Sean. And so, you know, like I said, I had been in church all of my life, but I never really had that relationship of where I could distinguish God's voice from, like, the enemy's voice. And I do believe that God had that for us, and I must just slow that down. But we would send each other a lot of different songs. Like, we would send each other a lot of different songs, and some of those songs that we would send each other, those were, like, old songs, okay? And, like, I would go in the mall, you guys, and I would hear the songs playing, and I'm like, oh, that reminds me of Sean. You know, like, that reminds me of Sean. And so I'm thinking once again, well, God, maybe you just gonna turn it. Maybe you just gonna turn it around, God. And I was watching one proposal video, you guys, and I kid you not. When I was at lunch, the same songs that was playing in that proposal